You have a question? Why just stop me and go?
As long as I like math, as long as I understand what the heck I'm doing, that's the only problem is I'm often is what I'm doing.
Where did you get the X?
Because
oh, that's right. Exponents are almost different. Oh, it is.
different than the
What was your old school?
at first, that BC goes yeah. You know, I don't know what do you mean? They learn these for you. Yeah, we're already doing a great things. You're like, I could have sworn I got it right. Yeah, I'm gonna play.
It's like, what should I take? You could take Cal Basic from the other like, you're going to be wanting to take Cal BB.
Yeah, that's about right. Are you taking it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I still told you. I did not have to That's pretty
No, there's literally no way. Dude, I'm dying. I'm still dying. I aced chemistry, and I'm like, I want to die. Topics that what do you mean about he's like, let's spend 2 weeks on balancing equations. So you see, if you have this equation, you need to take and put a 2 in front of this equation, right? Yeah, now let's do that for 2 weeks. Now you need chemistry, learn it. I still don't know what it's long distribution graph. I know.
Hey, show me your vote.
I have one.
This, you know? Or this means I have no single clue.
We both agreed D.
Because some people are doing this and they're looking at their neighbor, and then some are doing this and looking at their neighbor like, wait a minute, different. I'll do it in my head fast. So if you're doing this, do yourself this.
Oh, big.
Question?
I have a question. How do you do that head so fast?
Oh, you can do it to my comments. No, really. So part of it is getting the part's getting the rule memorized.
Yeah.
But I say, okay, I've got 10 to something. So I know it's the exponential rule.
Yeah.
Which means I take the natural log of, so I'm thinking, okay, I got natural log of 10 multiplied by 10 to the something, and all that's left is the derivative of the something. So I look here and say, what's the derivative of that? 2x, and then I just put them together. Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane though.
No, I promise. Like you're this close to being really. It's not that bad. Just take some practice. There are many problems I can't. Like if it's a product rule, I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
There's too much going on. Okay, next one.
I'm doing this one.
Skip 11, go to 12. Go. Do 12, please. Go, go, go. 12. Yeah, it's in the buff packet, but I'll get it on the board here in a second. 12. Again, as I walk the room, if you want to ask me anything, feel free to stop me. Really good example of what you'll see on the test. So we start with what you tell us is something is equal to something. You're right. The goal here is to find an equation for how fast the y values are changing compared to how fast the x values are changing. To get that equation, what we do is we take this equation and we say, let's find how fast this changes. So we have d of this over dx. But to maintain equality, we're finding how fast that's changing.
Oh, that's y not 4, bro.
So we have d of this over dx equals d of 0 over dx. So what's d of 0 over dx?
I know how to do it.
0 here. And then for this one, you're going to use the add subtract.
Dude, I was tripping. I was like, where did I get this 4 from?
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, there's nothing that would say that dy dx is equal to that. That's what I meant to violate. Okay. This is good. So that's 2x. And you say, use the product ratio, that's perfect. Right here, you just make a small error. You've got, let's see, you have this. You have d of x cubed. But it's actually 3x squared multiplied by dx. Power rule says.
Haha, because I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't see why.
I don't ever write stuff, but I always think.
So they're y times 3y times d.
3y to a power.
Excuse me, dy. Y 3y squared.
Try it. I do not
3y squared times dy over dx. So then I get the y rest, and that dy dx equals y cross. And then multiply that by 1.
You have a y prime here, you also have a y prime here.
Okay. because dy over dx right there.
Yeah. Okay, I got to.
And also, she was a chief.
Okay, so
Yeah, I never
all
have,
the
but
ones that
I'm
are
sure I've done it
like
to someone else.
I
don't know.
Track to the other side.
They said they were
So we subtract
They have twice.
2x and y. And subtract the those are the 2 dx and the dx. And then you want to have the ay
I'm gonna go ahead and
to the other side. And then whatever you put in this one to go to the y.
No,
Does that make sense? Okay,
dy
so.
over. They don't do
Sorry, I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that is. So when I like why, should I like still like this?
Yeah, I just remember that.
Oh, have you ever watched the video where it's like Sam going, that scene of Gore? What's wrong with that? Yeah, that's the part of this thing I've ever been to. What's wrong with that?
Sorry, look at that.
Yeah, no, that's that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why? Oh, it would just be if you have 2 y plus x, we would be done
The y cube. We just right, it's not y power, it's 3 minus 1. So it's minus.
2x plus, well, this is like a flat.
Okay, but then the next question is, yeah, how do you get there? And then it's not. I like unite the products, and so it was just x times y. So you just do y times x. It's not zero.
See, they can't factor out like a prime.
Because you want to isolate y.
I'm at 0 equals 2x plus y plus xy prime equally y squared y prime.
And this is
Minus 3. Yeah, I think I have
and then you want to divide.
There we go. This looks like something. You have to memorize the tangent mark twice.
So I divide by
In terms of cosine.
you just divide it to
I
get
haven't
more
seen it, so ignore that.
all of it.
One of the
So you just want to isolate y from x and then x plus 3y.
Wait, hold on. I think I've seen that.
And you did that.
I figured it out, guys. It is.
Oh, it's cosine squared.
It's like
Yeah, I just need to do something out of
Have you seen Nacho Libre? Good. Let me tell you, as a kid, I watched that movie so much, I didn't even realize that it wasn't like an actually serious movie until like I was 15.
that I was joking.
Yeah, only at the end did I realize that it was just everything was already joking. It's good. Especially at wearing a sweat. I don't know, something about that. Yeah, I thought it was like my heritage, I guess. Yeah, exactly. It's on par with the point in that.
Yes,
Yeah, I like this I used calculus is just the first two. It used to only be the first one. I used to.
No, that's not that. That's what I did.
I have a room.
Oh wait, that would be the that thing that you showed us.
It's a Jack Black.
I know. It's just I don't need to see it. I just
We think the answer is gay.
We think the answer is gay. That's I'm like, you're not wrong. It is pretty stupid.
Show me your vote. Show me your vote. Show me your vote.
You don't keep that stuff.
If you're doing this, you get this.
That's 500% increase.
Look, hey, no one talk, no one talk. So look at the work. Some people did not have the right answer. So look at the work, raise your hand, talk to me about anything. This is exactly what the test will feel like. If you're struggling with this, you got to get spending some significant time after school quickly, or this will not be a good experience. Okay. Questions? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, 13, go.
basically like it ends up being screwed X. So I'll make sure to be careful.
Again, stop me for any questions. So go. Would it be? So, hey, Charlie is correct. On the test this coming Thursday, you won't be plugging in any x value. You'll simply be finding the derivative. Now, once you find the derivative, it's not that much harder to plug in x equal -1. So I will pay you extra credit if you can come up with the correct letter answer. So, go. Just a little hint. Look, I used to look at a quotient and always kind of panic, like, oh, rats, have to use the quotient rule. But if there's a constant on the top, it goes really fast. Watch. You take the bottom, listen close. You take the bottom, you multiply by derivative of the top. But the top is a constant. So what's the derivative of the top? 0. So you start with that. Then it's minus. Now watch how easy this is. Top is 1. Multiplied by derivative of the bottom. What's derivative of the bottom? Say it.
3x.
3x squared. So 1 times 3x squared is just 3x squared. And then it's all over bottom squared. So that's how fast I can do that. Like, you don't have to write it aloud, just do that in your head. So, go. The next one's even faster. Just don't mess up the negatives. You got a negative here, then you got, bottom times derivative of the top, minus like that. Go.
Negative 0 is 0, right? I don't know. Because the derivative of 1 over here that's 0, it's a minus 0, which is 1 gone. 5.
How what's the point adding?
You know what? I don't speak. I mean, it's Because you should have 3 terms. They don't multiply across. So that's the final answer?
Same thing.
Mark, how come you never did this? How come I've seen X squared is the same, but not just over X? Can you see there? Oh, I do. Same thing. Got it.
So I just put negative 1 over X. So is that one?
They would reduce to get rid of it. 1 squared divided by 6.
This is enough for the ring section. I'm done with the calculation.
Like I said, we're gonna, yeah, this is where you'll shop.
So I should be able to just plug in
One of them will look like that. For this one on the board,
We're doing
they want to stop per.
You got that. So that's not even an answer.
Hey, show me your vote. Show me your vote. Show me your vote. I got lots of people not voting. So if you don't know, you gotta do some kind of vote. Back row's not voting. There we go. Right, good job, right. Ty's not voting. There we go. Ty's voting. Okay, look at the word. Look at the word. Oh my gosh, I did it right. Talk to me about questions.
Feels good.
Questions?
So
Please.
you did the quotient rule is what this is? Okay. But
Yeah, go ahead.
when there's a constant on the top, couldn't you do just as well by taking the x cubed and moving it to the top to make it x to the negative third?
You can. There's nothing wrong with that. I just found that there's quite a few examples of where people will make mistakes with that. So I personally go by the rule, if they give me a quotient, I just use the quotient rule. But there are exceptions, and there's nothing wrong with what you said. It's just I've noticed people make more errors doing it that way. Okay, the correct answer was B. If you had B, give yourself 5 points. Please.
So the stuff in the red is just you plugging in x minus 1, right? Once you're at the green, you're done with finding the derivative, right?
Correct. So this line says f prime is this formula. And for the test this coming Thursday, that's where you stop.
Okay.
And this, one of the multiple choice answers will look like that.
Okay.
Yep. Please, Taylor.
If you combine that main one into 2x minus 2 over x to the 6.
It's like a soft one.
No, because to add fractions, you've got to make the denominators the same. So this would have to change from 2x to like 2x to the 5th over x to the 4th. Does that make sense? So it's going to be more complicated than that. 2 points for Haley, 2 for Jake.
I'm still confused on how you switched negative 3x squared over x6 to, oh, never mind.
See it? 2 points. Lead out. Okay, next one. Skip 14. Okay, do 15. Go.
Definitely not possibly. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, exactly.
I know, you never listen to it.
Of course.
In my opinion, life is all it's a remake of the original show. It's a book that yeah, the old one, yeah, the book is cool. No, I don't know.
Okay, Lark, if you have the green written on your paper, or if you were able to do the green in your head, either way is fine, but raise your hand if you got that far. Give yourself 2. Question?
I don't know.
Raise your hand if you have that written on your paper. And 2 more questions. Questions. Okay. We do the next couple of steps all at once, so no one gets lost. I'm going to leave these 2 on this side. I'm going to factor out the y prime. The other 2 would have been moved to the other side. Raise your hand if you have the blue written on your paper. 2 more questions. Okay, so on the test you'll take this coming Thursday, the purple would be where you would stop, and you would find a multiple choice answer that looks like the purple. How many got the purple? 2 more questions. Any questions?
So on the left, where the because I just want the X and Y.
Because you take out these 2 I know they're trying to
And I don't understand the process of the 2Y. I never seen 2Y, I just kind of
last time I'm speed running as we do the class work.
So which
Same thing, yeah.
Oh, no. So when
next rule. I think simple addition, you don't have to factor. It's negative 4 minus 4 minus 1 either way. You know what, Cougar? We're all very proud that you're going to do X1. Yay! You get a calculator, which is, I can't. Two plus two is chicken.
So you were
Which one? Hold on.
on board.
Let's go.
Okay, skip 16. Skip 17. Go 18, go.
I need new people.
18, really good example of what you'll see this coming Thursday. Go. Stop me if you have a question.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wait, this one's easy.
That's the kind they like to put on tests, because they prefer to have something that doesn't really look complicated, but it does require just a little bit of caution. That's their favorite type.
In the hood, it's what we call no, it's not. That means we can't go another way. Playing chess with the person. I'm just like, oh man. Yeah, I did
Yeah, it used to LA, it's one of their favorites.
Okay. Let's see it.
Show me your vote.
Wait.
Oh, somebody said wait a minute, hands up.
I did the rule wrong. What is this? That's the rule. Oh no! Right?
Okay, show me your vote. Show me. Oh, wait. Show me the votes.
I'm working on it. I did. Okay. I kind of got it.
So we'll take a chance here. I haven't done this one yet. We'll go with the majority. So if you're doing this, give yourself this, and we'll hope that you're not all wrong.
I haven't done this one.
Hey, nicely done. Cool. Let's
go team.
Question. Yes. Okay, let's go. Next one. Skipping 19. Okay, 20. Listen close. Look. Okay, we're not going to finish problem 20 right now. We'll finish it in unit 3. What you want to do is make sure that in your work, I just go to a new page for this one. Like when we get to unit, it's okay, just turn the page. Paper is cheap. If you ever need more paper, you come to me, I will give you more paper. Like, do not be afraid to use paper, okay? You should not be afraid to use paper.
The Amazon will be growing.
Look, the trees that they are making paper out of, they're just like the corn that they cut down to make tortillas, okay? It's just a crop. They're not going to the Amazon rainforest to chop down trees to make paper, okay? They just grow like fast-growing trees somewhere in Oregon and they make paper. It's like corn, man, corn. Okay. Nobody cries when we cut down the corn.
Corn has rice. Nebraska is so.
Look, it's all over the video now. I'm going to be in trouble. Okay. Listen, I do not want them to cut down the rainforest. But growing a crop of trees to make some paper is no different than growing a crop of corn to make some Fritos. Interesting question. I don't know.
I'm sure you could. Pirates.
Okay, listen. Okay, so you're not going to finish this problem now, but you need to have enough of it done that it's good practice for the test. And then when we get to unit 3, you won't have to do it again. So all I need you to do is say that's F, and you're going to find F prime, and then you stop. So don't go looking for a multiple choice answer. You're not going to find it. Okay, you're going to start with F. You're going to find F prime. Go. Because it's not asking you for F prime. It's asking for the equation of a completely different thing that uses the F prime to help you find that. We'll talk about it in unit 3.
So if I don't want to write f prime of x, can I just write y prime?
Oh, good question. No, don't use y prime.
Okay.
Because here's the reason, Derek. In this problem, we are talking about multiple equations. We can't get them mixed up. Let me show you. There's the equation f, okay? If I could get out my computer and plot f, it would have some appearance. But for this class, I just don't ever worry about it. So I always draw this. That's not what I draw. I always draw this. This is f. And this equation for f is how I find all of the points on that curve. Come on, brain. I hate that. So 1 minus 2x cubed. Now there's another equation you're going to find, which is f prime.
Yeah.
That's the goal for today. Now when we get to unit 3, there will be a third equation. And we're going to call that equation y equal. So you don't want to confuse that one with the purple one. The third equation will be for a line like this that is tangent. So this is going to be the equation y equals something. That's why I don't want to call that y prime. It mixes them up. Is that kind of helpful?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Go. You're just looking for f prime. Haley, please.
So on the problems,
No one talk.
on the problems where it says fx equals,
I can't hear. Can't hear.
on the problems where it says fx equals or y equals or anything, any like where it has any starting thing, can you just write dy dx every time?
I would follow whatever they give you. So in this case, because they gave you f of x, I wouldn't write dy dx. I would write f prime, or d of f over dx. Is that your question? 2 points. 2 for Derek as well. Go.
It's like 1 over this. Yeah, it's 1 over 2.
Did you get negative 6x times?
It's d1 and then the x, which is 0. So the 1 doesn't count. And then you have negative 2x. And then you have negative 2x. Always negative 2 times 1, which is the exponent, which is negative 2. 1 minus 1 is 1. So it's negative 2.
Where does the x go to? You still have to have. Where does the x go? Because then this x and then where does it go?
Wait, what happened? Oh, product rooms on the outside. So you have to use the break down the 3 outside. So it's like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's just about.
You can't do that 3 times x, because the x becomes a multiplying constant.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, happened with our second of those
Imagine if you were able to get the green.
Or you said that our.
Who was able to get all of the green? Give yourself 5 points. Question. Second to look at it. I guarantee there will be 2 or 3 on the test that about that level of difficulty. Derek.
So I got the second half of the thing all the way down, but I don't know how you got the first half. Like,
It's here.
that.
Which happened with
So, no one talk. So I'm using the product rule so that 2 factors are x and this thing. So I take the second function, multiply by derivative of the first. That answer your question?
Yeah,
Points.
I just, for whatever reason, I thought it wasn't a product. You could just do x power rule.
Gotcha. Other question?
So that's all that we have to do for test.
Now watch, 2 for Benji, look. Okay, on the test, they're going to make you go 1 step further.
Why?
Because as you practiced on the practice test and in the homework, they want the answer in factor form. So I look at this. Say it out loud. Do you see terms or factors? Say it. That was bad. Right here. One more time. Together. Do you see? There you go. Lame. Okay. Look. Here, there are 3 factors. 1 minus 2x, multiplied by 1 minus 2x, multiplied by 1 minus 2x. That same factor is here twice as well. So you're going to factor it out. So this is what the test answer will look like. So we take out 2 of them. 1 minus 2x to the second power. That means, look, come on, look close. I got people, if you can't factor, you will get a miserable score. And then you'll just be living here for the next month trying to figure it out. Okay, when you factor, you divide. So you take these factors and you divide by these factors. What's left is a single 1 minus 2x. A lot of people would be tempted to put parentheses like so. There's no need because there's nothing operating on the parentheses. So I just write 1 minus 2x. Then I have the plus. These two factors were divided out, so I have a negative 6x. The final answer on the test is going to say 1 minus 2x squared multiplied by 1 minus 8x. Questions? Good job. Okay, make sure you're doing the practice test, and then we'll do this again on Tuesday and then the test on Thursday. Good job. Come after school if you need help.
You were so crazy that you were actually perfectly
He's out of line. Where's that? It's a meme. I don't even know what it is. Is it what you're told? Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Smith.
You're welcome.
Thanks, you, dude. I do it.
That was